Hello, my name is Brad. I'm with S2M Solutions based here in North Texas. We're a low voltage integrator that has served the commercial, franchise, and military sectors for about 18 years now. Today, here on this YouTube channel, I'd like to demonstrate the termination of an RJ45 modular in onto a Cat5e cable, where you, the do-it-yourselfer, can create your own custom length cables, such as pulling a new wall drop for one of your rooms, installing a wireless access point, installing an IP camera. All of those will need a Cat5e cable run from the source to the end device. Additionally, you can save time and money and hone a valuable skill. So, all of these hand tools are readily accessible at your home improvement store such as Home Depot, or you can go online to Amazon.com. I will include the links below in the video. So as you go below and check that out, hit like, subscribe to the videos. Hey, now that you've hit that like button and you've subscribed to us, we truly appreciate it. So let's go ahead and step into the video. We'll go to the workbench so you can actually see this process in motion. Now that we're to our workbench, we're going to go over the very basic pieces that you will need to collect. First of them will be Snips. This is the Klein version. Jonard makes them. There's many different manufacturers. These are the version that I like and I use day in and day out. Additionally, you may find this version, which gives you a little extra leverage space. Other than that, they're pretty identical. This model is usually around about $10–12. This one can be closer to $18 or $20. But this is the model I prefer, so that's what I'm going to be using today. Twisted pair crimper. This is the Klein version, as you can see. Again, this was just picked up at Home Depot, but Amazon does have a great little kit that has the modular crimper like this, a punch down tool, and a radial stripper, all for about $40, and those links will be down below. But your crimper consists of the actual crimping die that has the RJ45, a crimping die for a 6 or 4 pair, which would be like a phone cord, and then it also has your wire stripper in it. So that's all in one. Backside again would be right here is your blade and your flat spot, so that is cable cutter. So a really handy tool, very inexpensive, easy to use, easy to learn. And then you're going to need your modular ends. These are typically about $10 to $15 for a pack of 100. This is just the standard. They make two versions, what I'm calling the standard version, and then they make another version that is the easy pass, meaning the end is open, so as you push the wires in, the ends of them will come out and you can determine if your colors are in line. And it makes it a little easier, but it will require an easy pass crimper tool because you're going to have to cut off that excess wire. I don't personally like them. Sometimes if it's not cut off well, it doesn't snap into the end devices as easy. But again, it does help people that are learning or people that have a hard time seeing to determine if their pairs are correct. Okay? And then, of course, a tester. Klein makes a Land Scout for about $50. Fluke Networks has a basic 8200, which is about $100. Each of those links will be below. Both of them are good little testers for just testing wire mapping, which would be what I would recommend anytime terminating cable at the bare minimum to test your wire mapping. We utilize a Fluke micro scanner in our business. It's more along the $400 to $500 range, but it gives us some of the additional features that we need on a day in and day out of terminating and testing. But regardless, test your cable. It will save you headaches in the long run. And then lastly, of course, would be some Cat5. You can usually buy it in 500 or 1,000 foot length boxes. This is just a little section that I went out to the shop and cut off for this demonstration. So we're going to go through it and take our crimp tool. And you can see the little channel. We'll just slide the jacket down in there. I like to have about a 1/2 inch or so sticking out the right side. We'll crimp down and give it a quick spin back and forth, and the jacket comes right off and then exposes our wires. In this particular one, we have a rip cord, and that's where these snips come in handy. You can just give it a tight pull, give it a quick snip, ripcord's gone. If there was a center spline, you'd do the same thing, pull your wires down, trim your spline. So we are going off the 568B color scheme, and that will start with our white orange. Now, what I like to do, I like to separate them individually. Some people choose to separate them all, but in our business, we sometimes have some cabling that the brown white and orange white look so close together, and if you're outside in a bright sunny, and then finally white brown. Okay, so by holding it and doing it this way, I can slowly kind of straighten them out. Plus, by pinching down here, I've got a good bite on it. Everything's nice and smooth. And I'm going to take this cable cutter and I'm going to go in, and my thumb is not quite going to hit. It's just going to be about a 1/4 inch back. But everything's straight. I'm going in, give it a quick cut, and now I've got a good clean cut on the end. I'm going to take my modular plug, and with the little catch facing down, so I'm on the bottom side, I'm going to slide in with orange white being on the left, white brown being on the right, and I'm going to slide it all the way in until this jacket is up and underneath this crimping point. That is what gives the cable the strength to stay in this mod plug, because that is actually, you can see, holding that jacket. So that would be a proper termination of a Cat5. Now at this point, you would take your tester and we would plug it in and determine if we have any miswires. And at that point, that is how you would terminate a modular plug on a Cat5. Thanks again for watching. I hope this tutorial was helpful. So have links down below of everything that we discussed, so it'd make it very easy for you to source the hand tools, the demonstration on. Hit that like button down below, help out this channel as we continue forward, producing more valuable content and best practices from S2M Solutions. Thanks again. Come back and see us.